up with you, man?
Left curve ahead.
What y'all doing? You making some money? Huh? I hope you making money. Yeah, I hope you making money. Don't be sitting around waiting on something to happen for you. You get out here and you make it happen. Every day ain't gonna be the best. Every day ain't gonna run perfectly for you. Every day is not gonna be exactly what you want it to be. But just know, get out here every day and you give it your best. It'll come, slowly but surely. I want to share something with y'all real quick. It's called Block Life Vlogs. If you didn't know, I'm Ronald Block. Welcome to my channel. Like, subscribe, comment. Please comment. I like talking with everybody that watches my videos. Lets me know y'all interacting. And I like to bounce off of your minds too. But I'll get back right with you in a second and talk to the owner of this truck. Alright, so I'm back. Excuse the do-rag, you know. I just got off the phone with, well, I didn't just get off the phone. I got off the phone with him like half an hour ago. Talked to boss man. Told him it was time that I needed a CB radio and a new stereo. I'm using the front-facing camera, so if the quality's off, please excuse me. But I'll show you here. There's that antenna with a new mount at the bottom, new stud at the bottom, and there's that antenna. Brand new antennas, 1,000-watt antennas, and a classic Road King CB. Nothing special, you know. Nothing too fancy. It's $100. Boss man cash at me a couple $100 to get that done. So this is not out of my pocket. This is equipment that's going to stay in here. Also, I'm going to get rid of that either tonight or over the weekend. I'm getting rid of that radio. He'll cash at me the money for that. But that's what I'm doing right now. I'm getting this together. Now this particular Road King CB Classic here comes with a mic. It comes with the connectors and everything. Comes with everything I need. Mounting bracket and everything. This is to lock it in place. You know, if you're able to, if you have one that was a dash mount or under dash mount, you would use these. I don't need these here. And that's how you would mount it to your dash. I'm not putting no holes in the dash. I'm not doing all that. However, I am mounting it in a slot right above my dash here. So that's what I'm doing right now. We'll hook it all up, get it all working and everything. I'll be back with you in just a second. Peace. Well, as you can hear in the background, my radio's running. Now I only got 1,000-watt antennas. I mean, that's good enough, you know, to get a decent range ahead and behind me for whatever's going on, you know, emergency vehicles, weather, somebody's trailer light is out or marker light is out or clearance lights are out, you know, stuff like that. I just tested. I got on the mic and asked, said new CB, anybody can hear me? And the guy came back, said he can hear me loud and clear. Now I got it calibrated pretty decent, but I think I can get it better once I get home because it was quiet in this truck. I turned the truck off. I calibrated it on 1 in 40 the best I could. It should work just fine. I mean, I got a pretty clear signal. My RF is turned just right to where the guys that's been coming through on it so far are clear. Of course, my squelch is, you know, at the right spot, and then I got my mic gain kind of high because I want to be loud and clear now. I might have to turn it down a bit. I'll find out once I talk to somebody on the road. They'll let me know if I got some bad echo or something going on in the background. But nah, decent radio, man. It's a Road King Classic. It's missing, this Kenworth here is missing the actual shelf that this goes with, so I bent this up far enough to where it'll hold it in place nice and firm, and the wires are sitting under it, so it's not just, you know, bouncing around radio to plastic, whatever's inside that casing. But yeah, I'll get back with y'all after I get something to eat. I gotta get something to eat, man. I'm hungry. I've been trying to get this CB together, and I got it together. I got what I needed. Time to hit the road again. Peace. Yep. So CB installed. Sun coming down in Arkansas. Nice day out here too. Nice day out here, man. It's like 65 degrees. Actually got up, I think it got closer to 70 back in Little Rock. At least 68. Really nice. But got loaded rice today for Chipotle. Taking it back down to Kansas City. Technically Bonner Springs, Kansas. Yeah, Arkansas is not too bad. I just don't like all the scale houses, police activity, but other than that, it's not too bad. I got about 320 miles to go. I'll get to Bonner Springs around 10:40, something like that. If I'm lucky, if I can hammer down and keep the pedal to the metal, go. We'll see. Right now, I'm playing who's the fastest up the hill heavy. With the truck here in right-hand lane on 49 North. Or 71 North. Anyway, I tell you, a lot of people don't realize how much they're missing out on trying different avenues. What do you mean by that, Ron? Well, I've had the pleasure of working for 2 mega carriers, a trash company, and now an owner. Well, more like an owner, less operation. The mega carriers that I drove for were USX and JB Hunt. Now, USX is not a bad company at all. They're the ones that put me on. They're the ones that gave me my first real deal experience solo out here on the road. They linked me up with a trainer that was a very good trainer. His name is Haven Melton. He's now a good friend of mine. We talk to this day. Decent company. Every company has flaws. Every company has negative reviews. Every company is going to have a driver that says, well, they screwed me over. It happens. From my experience, I didn't get screwed over. Was I underpaid? Yeah, but I knew how much I was making, so I wasn't screwed. Started off at 34 cents per mile. You don't hear that no more nowadays. After the pandemic and the market for drivers being very, very oversaturated with drivers, but now quality drivers. There's a major difference. We have a lot of drivers, but we have a lot that quit on a daily basis because it's not cut out for. You have a lot of people that come out here and they wreck, they tear up things, they get out of the game like that. You know, you got a lot that'll get out here and be like, this lifestyle is not for me. You know, I need to be at home, clocking in, day out, knowing I'm going to be off 2 days a week. Right? But all in all, USX, good company. They had a lot of that going on, a lot of negative reviews and things of that such. But I didn't have a bad experience. Was I away from my family? Oh, yes. Did my fleet manager try to get me as close to home time as she could? Yeah, but every time I would be late. I'd set home time for, just as an example, I want to be home Thursday the 10th at 9 a.m. I would get home Saturday the 12th at 4 p.m. Then I worked for JB Hunt on a dedicated account with Aldi. And, you know, driver unloads there. You know, it's reefer trailers. Some drive in because you might have to make a bread run or go get water. But for the most part, reefer. And a little bit of time in there, I ran a dedicated run to Anheuser-Busch in St. Louis. I would bobtail all the way to St. Louis, pick up a loaded trailer full of beer, and bring it all the way back to Kansas City. That was great. Easy money. Easiest money ever, because all I had to do was drive their bobtail, hook up to the trailer, close the doors, check my paperwork, get on down the road, go home, park the truck home. You know, it was easy. It was easy. But JB Hunt. The company itself, I didn't run into no issues, HR, payroll, stuff like that. Management-wise, I ran into a huge problem. All right, so that last clip I had to end. Got a phone call from a friend, so I went ahead and ended the video and edited it out. My editing skills ain't all the way there yet. I guess I could put these videos together a little better, more smooth, and, you know, add in, you know, B-rolls and stuff like that. I'm getting used to it. I'm getting more comfortable with the camera. But anyway, right now I got poor quality on my camera because when it's dark, this camera doesn't pick up that well, and I don't feel like turning on this light and this cab, you know. Anyway, I mean, that load, or this load, because I'm currently sitting under it right now, it's a live unload. Showed up to the place to deliver it, and they turned me around when I was too early. But they did offer for me to come in and park where these other trucks are parked right now. I'm looking to the left of me. They did offer for me to park and wait until 4 a.m. to unload, because I got here about, it was like 10:40, 10:45, something like that in the evening. It was like, you can sit here and wait. And I was like, nah, I'm at home. I'll just go home and I'll come back, you know, when you guys are ready. He's like, well, if you sit to 4 a.m., maybe we can squeeze you in. I'm thinking in my head, like, I've heard that before, and I sat around. I'm not doing it. So anyway, I came at appointment time, which was 11:45 the next day, which was technically now yesterday, because it's right now it's about 5:40 in the morning. Anyway, on Sunday. Anyway, I got here 20 minutes late. My fault, you know. Ran into some things at home. Got here 20 minutes late. They turned me around. They refused to unload me because I was 20 minutes late. Made me mad, but I sucked it up. I got back in the truck, turned around, did a U. We went back home and said, all right, I'll try them again at 4 a.m. Because obviously, I think it's 4:30 a.m. here at this this receiver. They have a forklift operator that comes in and just unloads whoever shows up. Anyway, I said, all right, I'll do that. Drove back over here. Left the BOL at home because I had my bag with me. I left the BOL at home when I went back home. And this is why I left it at home. So my truck, because I'm not in my truck right now, my truck, in the midst of all this, is throwing codes. I had to check engine light since I've gotten to the truck, since the owner handed me the key and took it home, and I took it home. It's been throwing codes. It's been to the shop a few times already. They still haven't fixed the issue, and I keep repeating myself that I can't regen the truck, and it's throwing the same error code, and they keep replacing little pieces and sensors here and there, thinking it's going to fix it, when in reality what they really need to do is change out the ECM, because the truck is not running like an owner-op truck. It has that optimized idle on it, so it shuts itself off, and the only time it stays on is if it's below freezing or stupid hot. And it also is governed, so I can't get around guys on the highway. I gotta move around like I'm in a mega carrier truck. So replace the ECM will get rid of that, on top of the issues it has electrical. Kenworths, I mean T680s especially, have electrical issues. It's a known fact. You're going to run into that. If you like Kenworths, you like the styling and how they look, and you know you're okay with the turning radius that you have when you're maneuvering, hey, get you a Kenny. But you got to realize that you might run into some issues with a T680 electrical wise. I think replacing the ECM will get rid of a lot of that. Or maybe I'm wrong, I don't know, but it keeps going back to the shop, and they replaced a lot of stuff and fixed a lot of stuff when it comes to, the DEF system. It's at the shop right now. I dropped it off earlier after I was, turned around for being 20 minutes late here. I dropped it off, dropped my trailer at the truck stop across the street. The owner Ubered me to his other driver, because he has two drivers, me and another guy. He Ubered me to the other driver. In the midst of Ubering to the other driver, the Uber had the wrong address. It happens with Uber all the time. You'll send them the address, and their map they use with the Uber app will send you somewhere else. Uber driver got a little frustrated, whatever, but we ended up figuring out. He ended up taking me where I had to go, and the owner ended up paying extra, whatever it cost to get me where I had to go. So I picked up the truck from the other driver. This is a red Kenworth. And as soon as I got it, I had to do a regen. So I regened it, filled up the tank, and took it home. Well, before I took it home, I went and grabbed the trailer, and I dropped the trailer around the corner at a price chopper around the corner from my house, so I feel safer where the trailer was. I didn't want to leave it at Pilot down the highway. So I went home, relaxed, went to sleep, and jumped up at 2 a.m. and here I am now, waiting to be live unloaded. Now, they said it would get to me a lot sooner than the other guys because I came earlier and forgot the BOL. So, I mean, they seen the frustration. It's been a long weekend. There's been a lot of things collectively that have made this weekend not well for me. But I'm going to keep on pushing. I'm a grown man. I'm not going to sit up and pout about it. I'm going to keep moving forward. But, yeah, anyway, I guess something that I want to touch base on with you guys is you got to have patience to do the job. You got to have patience. You have to have it. You have to have it. There are drivers that still don't have patience, but they're miserable. And when you talk to them, you can tell. When you talk to them, you can tell. They're always negative, always nagging, always an issue. There's always something wrong. And you can just feel the negativity when you talk to them. The best way to move is have patience. Now, I've lost my cool a few times out here. And I even was frustrated when I came to this shipper at 10:45, on Friday evening. And they were like, oh, well, we can't unload you right now. No, I'll turn around. Came back late. No, we can't unload you right now. Oh, trust me. I was upset because I'm 20 minutes late. You're going to turn me around? Okay. So I came back, left the house around 2 a.m., came back, around it was like 3:35 when I pulled up, and had to turn around and go get the BOL because they couldn't look up the load electronically. They needed the actual physical paper BOL. So now I'm back here now. So seeing all that, and then in the midst of all this, my truck was breaking down, screaming soot levels too high, stop engine now, reduced power, throwing all these codes, and the truck ran no different. So that's why I say I think it's electronic. It's electrical problems. Anyway, I had to drop the trailer, go get a whole nother truck, pick up the trailer, drop the trailer again, pick up the trailer. It's just, you have to have patience. And that's something that any driver that's new to the game, you have to realize that in this industry, it's not always going to go smooth. You'll have days where it just runs smooth as ever. Drop and hook, you go to the shipper, the gate, the guard at the gate is nice. You know, the people that's loading you are nice. They get it done quickly. You're in and out. You're able to, you know, close your door, slide your tandems, and get on out of there, right? And then you'll get down the highway, no delays. You're able to fly right on through, especially if you're driving an owner-op truck. You're able to just fly on through, no issues. You don't have to hit no scale houses. You know what I'm saying? You go to a truck stop, there's no wait at the pump. You know, you're able to fuel up and pull forward and grab you a snack or something and then leave right on out. There's no line leaving out. There's no traffic. The weather's great. It's sunny. It's dry. Open highway. You get to the receiver. They get you in quick. The guard is nice. It just goes well, perfect. You'll have days like that. It'll happen. But then you'll have the days where the weather sucks. It's snowing, it's icing, it's raining hard, traffic sucks, people are driving crazy, you're getting flipped off by other people because you're heavy, you can't get up them hills fast as other drivers. You get to the shipper and the guard is a butthole and they just talk to you crazy. You want to cuss them out, choke them, but you can't. You go in, they give you a ton of detention time. Then when you ask them what's going on, they give you more attitude. And then you're just sitting there for 10 hours. Hell, you sit there for 12 hours, right? To where you reset in the parking lot, waiting on them to get done. You reset at the door, right? Then mind you, and then you'll have, let's say it'll be a day where you didn't go grocery shopping. So you ain't got nothing to eat. You might have something to snack on, something to drink a little bit, but let's say you just don't have nothing for real. You just sitting there mad as hell. You ready to leave. You're hungry. You're tired. You want to take a shower. You're tired of sitting in the fucking truck. It was hard to sleep because you were just waiting on somebody to come banging on your door any moment. You finally get out of there, and then you get down the road. There's an accident. You got to wait in traffic, and now you're delayed even further. Now your load is going to be late. Now you're frustrated about that. You're talking to the dispatchers. You're dealing with a lot, right? You're dealing with a lot. Then you get to the receiver. Same thing. Guard's a butthole. You get in. You got to sit there. You sit there for another 10, 12 hours. Sometimes you might sit there for a whole day. Again, you don't have nothing in your first road because you can't go grocery shopping. You couldn't stop off on the side of the road because the load was going to be even more late. And if you're even more late, your dispatcher, your fleet manager, whoever you're dealing with, it's just up your butter, right? You got so much going on, right? Then after you leave out of there, you got to do a 34-hour reset in some town that you don't even want to be in. You're not even home. Or you're not even somewhere you want to be. And then you got to go to some janky truck stop where you got to pay for your showers, $12. Or let's say there's no parking either. Then you got to pay for that. You got to reserve a spot. Oh, wait a minute. There's no spots open. Now you got to park on the side of the road. You're going to have days like that. It's going to happen. It's not always going to be smooth. And it's not going to happen exactly like that. Some things might change, you know, in that story I just told you. That's a hypothetical. But I've had days that was just, ugh. I wanted to pull over and scream at the top of my lungs. So remember, have patience, because that's what I have right now. Am I irritated? Yeah. Do I want to be home? Yeah. I don't want to be sitting in this truck. It's not even my truck. And even though the other driver is fine with me using his bunk and all that, it's not my bunk. I'm that type of guy. I'm not about to sleep somewhere that some other man been sleeping without washing all the sheets and cleaning up. It's not my truck, okay? It don't have the rug down where I can walk around barefoot and all that. It's just not my truck. It's not my truck. It doesn't have the amenities I have in my truck. I don't have my laptop with me, none of that stuff. So, yeah, you're gonna have days like that. So keep your head up, man. Keep your head up. And never be afraid to move on. If, let's say, it might not be you, it might not be the circumstances you deal with out on the road, the company might be putting you through a lot. If that's the case, man, you can move on. It's a driver's market. You don't have to deal with a company's mess. It's a driver's market. And I'm just being honest with you. Okay? Companies, they would hate me saying that to any new driver. But I'm just being honest. You have a CDL. Someone will hire you. Someone will hire you. Okay? You ain't got to worry about that. As long as you got a decent record, no tickets, nothing like that, your DAC report clean, and you can pass the drug test, you got a job no matter what. So I'm gonna leave it there. I'm about to hop off. I just had to wrap up this video, give you some content, some dialogue. Like, comment, subscribe, and you know, when you comment, you have any questions, any suggestions, anything you want to hear me talk about, let me know. If you don't like the video, don't like it too, you know. Analytics, right? As YouTube. But I'm Block Life Vlogs. It's another vlog, man. Tap in with me. Come back to see me. Check out my other videos. Peace.